When a parent or a caregiver repeatedly belittles a child, that can be their intelligence, their body, their needs, their desire for affection, it doesn't usually land as teasing. Usually it lands as identity formation. Children don't hear, oh, my dad, my mom, so-and-so are being mean. They hear, this must be who I am. And when it comes from multiple sources, a father, a mother, a grandmother, a grandfather, an extended family member, the child doesn't just internalize the message, they normalize it. My dad's blonde jokes, the ridicule, the shaming for wanting affection, that wasn't humor. That's humiliation. My grandmother's comments about my body, my forehead, my stomach. Mind you, I'm a child. I'm a size 0. And she called me Tubbs. Suck it in, Tubbs. That's not teasing. It's body-based degradation. And my mentally disabled sister's walking, or the way that her feet were, she got mocked for that. Her lack of comprehension, her disability, that wasn't commentary. That's ableist cruelty. Children don't have the cognitive ability to separate this is hurtful from this is who I am. So they absorb it as truth. And when belittling is paired with child sexual assault or rape, the damage compounds in my experience. Belittling alone fractures self-worth. Child sexual assault and rape annihilate it. And when those experiences overlap, the child's nervous system learns my body is wrong, my needs are wrong, my existence is inconvenient. In my case, men have power over me. I don't get to choose what happens to me. I don't deserve protection. I don't deserve affection unless I earn it. And this creates a hierarchy of worth inside the child. And again, for me, it was men above, me beneath. And that hierarchy doesn't just magically disappear at the age of 18. It actually becomes the template for adulthood. And this is how it leads to abusive relationships later in my experience. Because when a child grows up being mocked, minimized, shamed, ignored, violated, blamed, ridiculed for their body, punished for wanting affection, they enter adulthood with no internal reference point for respect. So when somebody mistreats them, it doesn't register as danger. It registers as what? Familiar. And when familiarity feels like safety, even when it's harm, you still are attracted to it. And I think that is why me and my sister ended up in abusive relationships. Not because we were weak or because we chose wrong or because we lacked intelligence, but because our nervous systems were trained to tolerate hurt. We didn't know that we had value or worth, or that we had the right to be treated well. We were actually taught the complete fucking opposite. And the deeper truth is belittling is a form of grooming. And not grooming in the sexual sense, even though child sexual assault and rape were present in my situation, but grooming in the psychological sense. It conditions the child to accept disrespect, silence their needs, doubt their own perceptions, tolerate cruelty, minimize harm, feel beneath others, seek approval from people who withhold it, confuse humiliation with attention, confuse affection with performance, confuse survival with identity. Belittling is not harmless. It is identity-shaping violence. And I'm calling it out and naming something most survivors can't articulate. When you grow up being degraded, you enter adulthood already believing, I am someone people get to treat badly. And that belief is not conscious, it is embodied. Ugh, feels so fucking powerful to say that. And healing requires unlearning that belief at the nervous system level, not just intellectually.